varying levels of success throughout the years. I'm excited to see what we get from him here. Mordekaiser seems absolutely miserable to play in this game, but in the lane here up against Maokai,
Your first clear, you clear camp so fast, and you're able to easily just transition this over to a potential dive.
This is
369,
beautiful
he's
from
doing a great
369.
job of holding the minion wave and killing it against Hoya, who can't really do that much damage, just as a Maokai flashes the dredge line from Feather, and now they have to initiate the dive, but Feather's starting to take up the turret shots, and he has to drop aggro because they're not going fast enough. Beishwan takes a nasty amount of damage off of that last turret shot since it had been ramping up, and now Chris is actually doing enough base damage.
Wait a minute!
The flip! Holy kaboli! 369, and Chris might have just outplayed this turret shot.
What?
What are you doing? Tries to go in, but there's no minions to take it up. It's just absolute disaster in the top side, and 369 and Chris just made ThunderTalk look like Thunder Clowns.
Oh, wait a minute, Chris is still looking. Now Beishwan's back, the wave isn't crashing just yet. TT, if they want this to really work, they need to be able to get this. This entire time, Kanavi has been farming, so if this does not go the way of TT, the game is over from a jungle position.
Now he gets the shield for the crash down.
That's
Finally,
one.
they pick up one kill, and the second one, the nightmare is over for ThunderTalk,
no.
but it is just begun, because here comes Kanavi. Beishwan has no choice but just to execute himself to the minion wave, as now Kanavi will pick up at least one kill, finds the dredge line on the minion to close the distance against Hoya. He's trying to get the killing blow, but the flash for the Riptide not in range. It is just another execute for Hoya. It is still a decent advantage for ThunderTalk, considering that they have 2 kills to 1, but it could have been so much worse.
Kanavi's trying to make a play for this, and you know that Cream has ultimate. I think that you should be looking for this, especially with how close Kanavi. If he can get another kill, if he can steal another grub, this can be them setting up with a really big win. 369 is here as well. TES should be contesting this last grub for sure, I think, in my opinion.
Hoya tries to lock up Kanavi. Doesn't have flash anymore, but they
There's
get
the
the kill,
reset.
and he's gonna get— oh, but he just dies right before looking for the possession of the reset. Saytab flashing away from 369, looks for one last mace blow. Cream doesn't have enough mana. Oh my goodness, Saytab survives with less than 50 HP off the back end of it. The big hero for ThunderTalk.
Honey Fruit coming up clutch there for ThunderTalk. One Honey Fruit. One of 369 didn't grab one of them. So yeah, Saytab just gets 3 of them, and now we're making a play into Cream. Saytab gets another kill. It's now 6-2 in favor of TT.
Behind where Cream was getting the advantage. The fact that this Corki is going to come online a lot faster, as now 1xN is in trouble. He's in the death realm with 369, and Feather is going to try and give him assistance once he pops back out. And 369 does flash over the thorns from Beishwan, and will at least trade 1 for 1 before trying to retreat back into the safety of his own side of the map, but doesn't have another second cast of that shield. Does go down to Beishwan. And top Esports, at least in their top laner, will find an advantage by himself.
Man. It's unfortunate for 1xN that he ends up going down in that trade. It takes a lot of, I think, the wind out of TT sails. Looks like TES do want to try to make this play. They're bringing over 3 members to die of Hoya. Oh, no W now.
Nice shattering strike into the crashdown guaranteed combo. Kanavi picks up the reset as well, as Kanavi is going to be the first one into the river.
Okay, that's 1 grub already taken here for TT. Corki's going to have first move into this play.
Feather was looking for that engage. Hoya already throws out the ultimate. Saytab, and making his way on over. Hoya has lost a huge amount of HP, below 50% HP.
Feather.
Kanavi gets this huge smite. Chris going in onto the back line. A lot of damage from Jackie Love through the bullet time. Feather's the only one that's taking up really any damage, and Kanavi goes for the first reset, finds the Nautilus, flashes right on top into the back line, and here they come, but Saytab manages to pop Kanavi before he gets another reset in. Saytab trying to empty the full Corki clip.
What a
That's Jackie Love picking up a quadra in the back half of it. He was left unchecked, and when that happens, Jackie Love will be the victorious one. Managing to live through the burn as the rest of ThunderTalk are able to bully the rest of top Esports away from that first tier 1 turret. True Shot Barrage, I was curious to see if he was trying to look for a Miracle Snipe on the Kanavi as he recalled into the base, but might have been a little too early, maybe just going for the minion wave instead. But ThunderTalk managing to pick up their first turret of the game.
That we're expecting to be able to win Demacia Cup and also have really great performances coming into LPL 2025.
And it puts a big highlight for Saytab and Beishwan to really sync up, because as you pointed out, Jackie Love is really the only person on the side of Top Esports that has a massive gold lead. But the fact that he is a very squishy misfortune puts out a lot of damage, but it's a glass cannon, so it's also pretty frail if left isolated. The question does come down to ThunderTalk. How can you set up those engages? Because, you know, a lot of your damage dealers are not necessarily built for diving. They're built for poking, keeping...
Eventually, they are going to be able to grab this. Again, 5 grubs is just so inevitable. We saw part of the reason why Team 1 was able to win the World Championship is the fact that they were able to recognize how powerful grubs are and just overload one side of the map, take all of your turrets, and then say, okay, well, now we have massive gold. And he's just been playing Maokai into Mordekaiser, which is pretty miserable. Oh, we're finding an engage.
And you know what? An
Oh!
engage on a support might not seem the most ideal thing, but it allows for a 1 reset for Kanavi, and having access to something like a Nautilus guarantees any pick falling up onto something like Hoya, who has been isolated thanks to the Death Realm popped by 369. And just like that, Alk, Top Esports, 2 free back-to-back kills creates a 5-3 man advantage on the map.
I mean, what is Feather doing? Like, so yes, he gets caught out. You can maybe argue as to whether or not, like, that was a reasonable area for him to be in. But after he gets caught, he just, like, throws his hands on the keyboard and just, like, he flashes, he presses all. Okay, let's take a look at this replay.
That, you know, this is a new, you know, a different roster for Top Esports as we get another fight into the blue side jungle. Kanavi might have gone a little too far on that one. No resets for him. Chris taking a lot of damage from Satub as he flashes back over the wall. Cream looking for 1 more reset off of this Orbit Deception. Now gets another cast of that Spirit Rush. Should be fine. True Shot Barrage
from
1xN. Woo! And Baseline is going to get the kill credit thanks to the burn from the Leandri's Torment, but that is all credit to 1xN having the guts to be able to go in with that Arcane Shift, find the little bit of extra damage, and it's just a nice hero moment for him, you know. 0-3 and 5 does not tell the story just from that fight alone.
Back 3,500 gold here for TES in advantage. And we got Dragon spawning in 2 minutes. Looks like they're going to try and make a play and look for summoner spells.
Oh, and Feather was trying to lock down Cream on the entrance there, but goes a little too far forward. Is still surviving, but can't say the same about Beichuan, who fell on the right side of that fight. And with the Death Realm popped, there's nowhere that Hoya can go once again. And we saw why this Mordekaiser was locked in as soon as they saw the Maokai. Yes, the Maokai, even with no econ, with no gold, you can still be reliable. But if you don't get to be in the fight at all, then you don't get to really play the game and contribute to the side of ThunderTalk.
If TT were able to snowball this game, I think we could have seen a little bit, oh my god, Satap, what are we? We are just going forward. Okay, respect.
I mean,
he knows he doesn't have ultimate. He should be able to just pressure them off. Remember, 5 grubs hitting on mid. This will be the Baron here for TES. But what I want to talk about before, am I going to be allowed to? Cream?
I mean, Satab is going to try to create as much space as he can, but Cream, no flash, but Jackie Love should be easily able to auto him over the wall.
The Baron buff actually just ended up being used as more so them being able to push. 1xN tries to go for the True Shot Barrage steal. Doesn't end up making it happen. It's still about 2,000 damage off. And really, during all of that play, TS just barely able to get some damage on the mid lane. Satab is just dead. That's a flash from 369.
Yeah, nice Q flash, and I didn't even realize he built a rocket belt this game, but considering the amount of champions that have so many dashes to get away from, it's a nice pickup. And meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, you know, 369 was cooking on the top side, and Jackie Love just picks up another quadra kill for himself. Unfortunate for him that Satab was on the other side, as he cannot pick up that pentakill that definitely could have been his. But Top Esports, a statement win to come back even after such a advantageous play around that first rotation of grubs. It's not enough from ThunderTalk, and now Top Esports find themselves a match point in this series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.